Those who stand for nothing fall for everything. Give all the power to the many, they will oppress the few. Give all the power to the few, they will oppress the many. The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. A well-adjusted person is one who makes the same mistake twice without getting nervous. The art of reading is to skip judiciously. A nation which can prefer disgrace to danger is prepared for a master, and deserves one. I have thought it my duty to exhibit things as they are, not as they ought to be. Hard words are very rarely useful. Real firmness is good for everything. Strut is good for nothing. Men are reasoning rather than reasonable animals. A powerful, victorious ally is yet another name for master. The best we can hope for concerning the people at large is that they be properly armed. Vigor of government is essential to the security of liberty. Here, sir, the people govern, here they act by their immediate representatives. If men were angels, no government would be necessary. Divide et imperum must be the motto of every nation that either hates or fears us. The masses are asses. Nature of war to increase the executive at the expense of the legislative authority. Best of wives and best of women. Caution and investigation are a necessary armor against error and imposition. Experience is the oracle of truth, and where its responses are unequivocal, they ought to be conclusive and sacred. A national debt, if it is not excessive, will be to us a national blessing. The inducements of philanthropy to those of patriotism. I cannot make everybody else as rapid as myself. The pains taken to preserve peace include a proportional responsibility that equal pains be taken to be prepared for war. In proportion as I discover the worthlessness of other pursuits, the value of my Eliza and of domestic happiness rises in my estimation. Safety from external danger is the most powerful director of national conduct. But the most common and durable source of factions has been the various and unequal distribution of property. But this is a thing more ardently to be wished than seriously to be expected. Real firmness is good for everything, strut is good for nothing. Opinion, whether well or ill-founded, is the governing principle of human affairs. To be more safe, they at length become willing to run the risk of being less free. A dangerous ambition more often lurks behind the specious mask of zeal for the rights of the people. When a people or families so divide, it never fails to be against themselves. When the sword is once drawn, the passions of men observe no bounds of moderation. The fate of an empire in many respects the most interesting in the world. Divisions at home would invite dangers from abroad. Articles of Confederation. Those which are of most importance, and which seem most to require local knowledge, are commerce, taxation, and the militia. Men are rather reasoning than reasonable animals, for the most part governed by the impulse of passion. Recherches philosophiques sur les Américains. Seditions and insurrections are, unhappily, maladies as inseparable from the body politic as tumors and eruptions from the natural body. Bad cause seldom fails to betray itself. No man shall be the avenger of his own wrongs, especially by a deed alike interdicted by the laws of God and man. Nothing would be further from the reality. The legislative department is everywhere extending the sphere of its activity, and drawing all power into its impetuous vortex. All extremes are pernicious in various ways. Liberty is to faction what air is to fire, an aliment without which it instantly expires. Necessity, especially in politics, often occasions false hopes, false reasonings, and a system of measures correspondingly erroneous. The principle of regulating the contributions of the states to the common treasury by quotas is another fundamental error in the Confederation. Of all the cares or concerns of government, the direction of war most peculiarly demands those qualities which distinguish the exercise of power by a single hand.